It was the morning of June 11th, 1915. Trenco Line's finest and newest ship City of Bloxia was steaming through the icy waters of the Atlantic. It had a total of 100 passengers and 15 crew on its fifth voyage. As everyone settled in, a couple passengers thought the air smelt like ice. The crew was not cautious one bit. No one was in the helm. Half of the crew was nowhere to be found while the other half was getting people off the bow. The people unaware of what was ahead heard one person yell, "Look, icebergs," then everyone saw them. Still now crew in the helm. But then it happened. A crew member took notice of one iceberg slightly off the side of the ship and realized if they didn't make a move they would hit it. The crew member ran up to the wheel and started to turn to port. The ship slowly started turning and turning. But then the rudder had a malfunction and turned the ship starboard. The crew realized there was nothing they can do but hope for the best. Passengers watched as they got closer and closer. The crew held their breath. The crew looked over the side and saw that they had barely missed it. The crew celebrated, but they did so too soon. They quickly realized the port side was steaming towards another berg. They ordered the words hard to starboard, "Now I say." The ship got closer and closer. The crew all knew what was going to happen. The sound of metallic scratching and grinding rose up from the depths of the ship. The crew closed the watertight doors, but they jammed. The iceberg scraped the ship's front half entirely. The iceberg broke. The crew started evacuating every passenger. The first lifeboat started to get lowered at 2:10 a.m. The ship was sinking rapidly, so the crew needed to be quick about their business. The bow was already under and the bridge was flooding. The ship was still moving and caused lifeboat chaos, crushing people. The ship groaned, cracked, and it was only driving itself underwater faster. The other side had the worst trouble with lifeboats as it crushed 10 people to their death. Finally, the lifeboats slipped free of their jam. The people remained still while the City of Bloxia did not. It was still moving at 7 knots through the water, crushing anything in its path. The crew worried the Britannic would happen again and suck lifeboats into the propellers. The ship was now in its final plunge. The last funnel snapped from its cables and slowly started to fall. The remaining passengers on the ship held on to the back, clinging for their lives. The ship was slowly slipping beneath the surface, giving up its fight and driving itself to its watery grave. It got slower and slower. People watched from lifeboats as Trenco's best and newest ship that they had just stood on 30 minutes ago slipped beneath the surface. The ship kept groaning for breath and power, but found none. Finally, at 2:22 a.m., Trenco's line's newest and luxurious ship City of Bloxia gave up and slipped beneath the surface to its watery grave below the cold waters of the Atlantic, lost for 2 years. People looked from their lifeboats as they saw dead people frozen and people swim, ming for their life. A total of 67 people died that night, and the City of Bloxia sinking disaster made headlines and became one of Roblox's most tragic sinking known at the time. In 1978, a submarine went down in search of the wreck of the City of Bloxia. They were not only successful but also discovered that the ship's impact with the ground was so hard it snapped the bow.